Hello everybody, I'm Toyah.
And I'm Robert.
And that means we're Toyah and Robert.
And we have some upbeat moments to report to our chums out there.
Who's going first?
You are.
Okay, well I've had a pretty lovely week. Exactly a week ago I was taking part in a raft race at Shoreham-on-Sea on a raft my sister built out of 4 oil drums, taking part with about 30 other boats, mainly men, rowing. And as soon as we got out to sea, I think I turned into a brute because we were 4 women and they were all rowing, quite with a lot of effort, but I was rowing as if my life was depending on it. So the other women were just rowing, and this is me. 1, 2, 3. I was just determined we were going to win. We didn't win, but we completed the course.
Well, that's an achievement.
I know, and we were against the tide. So that's an upbeat moment, and I love being with my sister. Another one is today is my Uncle Bob's 100th birthday, and we're going to his party. Now, my godmother from this area, Uncle Bob from this area, my godmother G lived to 103, and we seem to have a lot of septuagenarians in this area.
Well, I'm one of them, lovey. That's in the 70s.
Okay, what's a
centenarians?
Thank you, centenarians. And I'm going to be wearing this to Uncle Bob's party. This is his wife's brooch, my Auntie Sheila, which Bob gave me when she passed. Absolutely beautiful. So that's another upbeat moment.
That's very important.
But I think one that took me by surprise, and this is a very important upbeat moment for me as an actress. We turned the telly on and we discovered a documentary that I was part of the filming of last year called Call Me Kate, about the legendary 4 Oscar-winning actress Katharine Hepburn, who I made a movie with. I was 19 when it started. I turned 20 during the filming. And to watch this incredible documentary, which I suddenly realised is the one I was on, the documentary is utterly brilliant because it captures Katharine Hepburn's childhood, the psychology of her parents, why Katharine was so strong, so determined, and really stood up for her rights. It didn't really feature my film, but it did feature me, and especially at the end. And I found it profoundly moving to go back to this very special 4 months in my life.
Now, little lovey, will you tell me where you worked with Katharine? Obviously, this was 1977-78, and the film you were making with
I think it was 1978. It was just before we started Quadrophenia, the Who movie. We were working in Battersea Coed. I remember catching the train to Bangor. I remember missing a concert in London one Saturday because the train didn't arrive to get me to London, and I missed doing my own concert. So we were filming all the outdoor scenes. This is the Corners Green, Emlyn Williams, set in about 1820, perhaps a little bit later, about a schoolmistress and her star pupil and a very troublesome maid's daughter, played by me.
I think this might be 1920, dear.
Oh, do you think it? Well, we're all in corsets.
Well, all right, then I'll go with you.
So this was based on the coal mines around North Wales, but I was in, it could have been Victoria, Queen Victoria,
late
because we were
19th.
all in corsets and bustles.
So probably late Victorian.
Okay, wow, that's incredible. So we were filming in North Wales, and the local, the Welsh people really took to us. They welcomed us. Oh, they loved Katharine Hepburn. And then we all packed up and went to Lee Electrics in Wembley Studios to shoot the indoor scenes. Now, one day, my father snuck down from Birmingham, managed to get on the set, and was watching Katharine Hepburn and myself doing a pretty main scene when Katharine spotted what looked like this man behind the scenery. And she strode straight over to my father, grabbed him round the wrist and said, "Who are you?" And I said, "It's my father." I was mortified. And she took him to lunch. She loved him. She just took him to lunch.
May I say that there were 2 high spots of this wonderful documentary for me, your husband. One was when you actually appear. You have several voiceovers, but you actually appear and you look stunning.
Oh, thank you.
And then at the end, with the final comment, the final words, which are a summation of Katharine Hepburn's life and her approach to living were actually your words.
I know, it was incredible. It absolutely knocked me sideways. I said we are all absolutely miraculous. The fact that we are here, every single one of us, is a miracle, and we're all individual. We're floating on a rock that is within an unmeasurable universe. Therefore, see the miracle that you are and live as an individual. And I said that to kind of characterise how Katharine felt about her life, her work, and everything she stood for.
And they used this, these are the last words of the documentary, which is very powerful for me.
Another thing that's very powerful. Do you see what I'm wearing?
Tell me, tell me.
Do you know what it is?
You have explained in the past. Please tell us again.
You bought me this, I think, for either my birthday or my Christmas, the first year of our marriage. You got it from Arthur Mason in the square at Wimborne.
Wow.
I know, I think it's Edwardian. Pearls and peridot. I'll shut up now because you've got wonderful, wonderful music memories to talk about.
Well, all right, my upbeat moments this week. Two upbeat moments which concern wonderful, wonderful musician performers, singers that I worked with. I went to see Daryl Hall and the Daryl's House Band with Todd Rundgren at the Eventum Apollo Hammersmith. Come on, it's the Hammersmith Apollo.
Yeah.
There. And Daryl was superb. Daryl has been a chum, and I've been working with Daryl since 1978, when we went to see the Ramones together in New York. Whatever. We worked together. I produced Daryl's first solo album, Sacred Songs, and Daryl played a major contribution to my first solo album, Exposure. But there was Daryl at the Hammersmith Apollo, rocking out with the Daryl's House Band. And we met briefly afterwards, and I had lunch with Daryl on Monday, the following day. I am in awe of a talent that great. It was stunning. So that's an upbeat moment with Daryl. But here I am in my office, opening up my archives, which have been packed up in bags for decades. I have come across handwritten lyrics by David Sylvian to a song called Damage.
In the most beautiful writing I have ever seen.
Now, this is a photograph of David and myself when we were recording in New Orleans. This was a photograph taken by Kevin Westenberg, and I think this is probably 1993. But for me, the power with email, fine, yeah. This was written by David in his own hand. The lyrics of Damage. Oh. And I hurt and the damage is done. You gave me songs to sing, shadow and sun, earthbound, star blind, tied to someone. The sheer power in that paper written by David's hand. And we are still to this day in touch with each other, albeit by email now. So to come back to these two wonderful men I worked with some 30, 35, 40, 45 years ago. Upbeat moments.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, we're going to go out on me discovering something in our vinery and showing Robert for the very first time the power of nature and this wonderful, wonderful creation of nature. Stay safe, everyone. We will see you tomorrow for a memory lane trip to Sunday lunch.
I'm Robert.
I'm Toyah. See you soon. Mwah. This is an upbeat moment. I have just saved this from a spider's web, and I've not seen these in this area. I've only ever seen these when performing at Ludlow Castle, where they tend to get a lot bigger. So if I put my finger next to him...
Oh, lovely.
Isn't he beautiful?
Oh, stunning.
I'm going to look him up and find out the official name.
And this was in the vinery?
Stuck in a very strong web. I've got most of the web off him. I've got to get that bit off him without destroying his wing.
Oh.
But he's doing really well. Isn't that amazing?
That's fabulous, sweetie.
I'll look him up because there can't be many pink moths.
Well done, lovey.
I'm trying to get an enormous red admiral out of the vinery at the moment. But I'm so pleased. I thought this was a leaf, and then I saw a flutter of life. So beautiful. If you hold the camera...
Yes, here I come.
Here.
Here I come.
I need to get in and get that web. That's correct. Come round there. Okay?
Yep.
So you're on him now.
Yep.
Oh, let me see what I can do. Okay.
Cut it with scissors.
No. Or do you think?
Yeah, I do.
If he...
Get the weight
There,
away.
got him.
Good.
Got him. Good.
Well done.
I think he's going to be okay.
He will be, little lovey. He will be fine.
Yay. I didn't want you to miss that.
Thank you, little lovey. Oh, look, the dear little creature is beginning to move.
Yes. He might need rehydrating. I'll put a little bit of sugar water.
Well done, wife. Well done.
So, Bug, what do you think this moth is? I was going to say called, but I know you'd come up with Fred George.
Peter the Moth, dear. No, I'm not sure.
Norman
I'm not
the
sure
moth.
the proper Latin name of this wonderful creature.
It's an elephant hawk moth. Which...
An elephant hawk moth.
Which can be seen at dusk in gardens, parks, woods and grassy habitats. And the caterpillars look like elephants' trunks. They have eye spots to frighten away predators.
Well, it didn't work on the spider, did it, dear?
Well, it got caught in a really tough garden spider web.
Well,
I love it.
hello, dear, wonderful little creature.
It's so pretty. It's got white spots on his underbelly. But he is moving.
Good. Good. Dear little creature, well, I'm so happy that you're going to continue in our home.
Until you eat our cabbages.